talking about? Welcome to Big O's YouTube channel. All right, my friends, right here at Laurel Run Park in lovely Churchill, Tennessee. Now I'm going to do a little bit of hiking. Over here is the tennis courts, but we're not going to do any tennis. I'm in my fabulous Mercury Mountaineer, and I won't be able to. It's after 1 o'clock, and they close this park at 4 p.m. in November and December and January, and I don't understand it because it doesn't get dark at 7. So it doesn't leave me a lot of time to hike. And if people work through the day, this is on a wonderful Wednesday. So if people work, and by the time they get off, the park's closed. It don't get dark to 7:15, so about 7:15 p.m. So I don't understand it, you know. They got all these employees here working over there with these trucks, but closes the park at 4. Oh well. Hiking along, my friends, come on. Here's the restrooms. I've drank a lot of tea and one Dr. Pepper a day and about 3 big glasses of tea, or cups of tea, I'm sorry. Here's the restrooms. Here's a Coke machine. Here's a Pepsi machine. I've got a Dr. Pepper on my backpack. I'm a diabetic, and I have learned one thing: do not hike without some kind of sugar. So I've got part of half of a Slim Jim and a 12-ounce can of Dr. Pepper. And sometimes I will carry glucose tablets. So here's the restrooms, and they're nice. They got heat inside. They're clean. They have, say here's a sign right here beside the restrooms. It's talking about baseball, boat ramp. Yeah, this is a big lake, a river. And they got places, you know, you can fish and all this and that. To put your boat in. Volleyball courts, tennis, ranger station, plenty of things here. Playground for children. There's plenty of places for the grill out, a bunch of tables. Y'all have seen a video with me here before, I'm sure. I'm not going to walk through the park. There's a playground over there. So you got all these tables everywhere. There's grills. They keep it up. My only complaint is they shouldn't close so early. And I came from, of course, Kingsport. This is Churchill, Hawkins County. I came from Highway 11E, Highway 11W, West Stone Drive, and came down this road right here. And you come into the park. Take a left. You park your cars over there. And here's the big sign out front. Thank you for not littering. So everything's nice. Park hours 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Walking trail. Let's hit the trail, Jack. But I need to get a thumbnail for my, I guess for my YouTube channel. Thumbnail for the video. So I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It's a Big O show. And if I'm not mistaken, this is where maybe our park ranger stays. I could be wrong. There's other places up here. All right, I'll be back shortly. I've got to get a thumbnail using my iPhone. Is that a good trail to hike?
Yeah, only thing is right now with rain smuds, it's slick. Just be careful.
Right here, this is where our part where they have this concrete right here is a nice little creek. This is, I guess, the Laurel Run Creek. Laurel Creek. It's coming out of the mountains up here. And guess where it goes? Back over to the big body of water. Right, well, let's head up the trail. Here's, see, there's a bunch of picnic tables and canopies, fireplaces. Oh, there's a gazebo right here. I just talked to a ranger or a service worker here that works here. I could live in this place. It's so nice. It's kind of windy. You can see that flag blowing. I gotta move along because it's after 1 and they close at 4. See, look how nice this place is. See, a bunch of places to bring your family. I love this place. I could live here. But I have If I didn't have a 4-year-old daughter, I'm telling you, I would be in the mountains all the time, hiking, camping, and doing videos. I love hiking. I love camping. Woo, it's been about 2 months since I've hiked. Well, I ain't gonna say it's too much. I think about a month, about 5-6 weeks. See, old Rory's flapping in the wind. Here's a nice gazebo. A bunch of more picnic tables. This is things they use, tools they use here. The service workers. Big rock pile. Come along, my friends. Hike with your boy, the Big O. It's cold. I don't know what it is. Feels like, to be honest with you, feel like me it's about 30 degrees. They're calling for anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow. Just look back, do a little panoramic view. Let's keep heading this way. Notice all pets must be on the lease. Absolutely no parking. You can park here. Here's that big rock pile. All right, let's mosey along. Come along, my friends. Don't talk too much. I'm just joking. Let's get lost in the woods. I'd rather be in the woods any day than in the city. All right. Here's a wooden bridge. Close at 4. Caution, dangerous wildlife. Proceed at own risk. We know there's a lot of bears here. That's just where we come across the bridge right here behind me. Come along, my friends, come along. That's nice. Absolutely nice. Let's walk down here real quick. I see a bear claw, bear print. That's more or less a dog, I think, right there. I thought it was bear print. That's a dog, I think. Actually, I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's a dog. Oh, okay, it's fresh. Looks like more like a dog or a deer. I think so, I mean, yeah, I'd say it's a dog because of the way the nails are dug into the ground. And I'm an experienced hiker, so I have these black shoes on. They're pretty good, but not the best. I should have worn my boots. We've had a lot of rain the last 3 or 4 days. Let me walk down here real quick and get a good shot of this. That's the bridge that just crossed behind me. Alright, let's go back up to the trail. I'm going to stop and tie my shoes tighter. These are decent shoes. They're not the best shoes to hike in. These are the kind restaurant workers use. They're leather with good rubber, but they're not hiking shoes by no means. Here's another wooden bridge. Isn't that beautiful? Green moss on a log that has fallen. Just walk across the bridge and going up the trail. See how it's going all the way back towards the parking lot. But it's beautiful the way it comes down through the ridge, the creek. Here's some old buildings up here. It's like a little looks like an old outhouse to me from here. It's cold, and when it's cold like this, and you're going up the steep hills, it makes you breathe harder because it kind of stings your own lungs a little bit till you get warmed up. I have to stop and take a photo of this. This is cool. Old building. Looks like a shed that collapsed. That's an outhouse. I'm almost 100% sure. Alright, I gotta stop and get me a picture of this with my iPhone. Suppose it long. Going past this place. A lot of mud on the trail because we've had all this rain. Look at this. I'm walking over here in the leaves. Trying to keep, instead of wearing my boots, I should have worn my boots. See that mud on my shoe? Oh well, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. How'd I look? Got my Tennessee toboggan on, skull cap. Nice jacket on. Sonia gave me this jacket. Let's hike on, my friends, come along. See all this mud, look here. Muddy, muddy, so you gotta be careful. All that rain we've had. Now I'm up here higher, and down the embankment is where the creek is. Look right here, water's coming over the rock. And over here on the left side of the trail, the creek is coming down a little steep decline going between some rocks. PVC pipe goes across the road. Real muddy. Look at this. So I've got my tennis shoes on. Let's try to go around it as much as we can. So look at this. Look at this. That's nice. I love being in the mountains. Come on, my friends. More PVC pipe. I'm on the trail. Blue blaze, blue blaze. The Appalachian Trail's a white blaze. If y'all have ever hiked the Appalachian Trail, why would you walk right through the center of this trail? Look, a bunch of people walk right through this mud. I don't understand it. Walk on the side where the leaves are. Use a little common sense is what I call it. Man, I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. Get on this side of the trail. So I have to walk. Somebody keeps walking through that mud. I don't understand it. Why would you walk directly through mud? Bunch of roots on the trail. Little sun out here. It's been cloudy most of the day. Little bit of a sun. That's what I'm talking about. It's 1:50. 1:59. Park closes at 4, so I have to keep that in mind because I have to get back to my vehicle. I like how this trail, this creek runs right along the left side of the trail. I'd like to stop and take a lot of photos. I've probably already taken 20. I don't have time to take a lot, so I'm just going to keep hiking. You can walk across that tree down to the trail. But if you don't want to walk across the fallen tree, you can just walk down to the creek. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Let's go down there and get a little shot real quick. A little footage. Oh, I'm loving this. Look at it. Come on, let's get to the trail, get back on the trail and keep it going. Follow the yellow brick road. And this is the way I came from. It's a nice trail. This is the first time I've hiked it. Me and Sonia's been in this park a lot, but this is the first time I've hiked a hiking trail. Because normally I have my 4-year-old daughter, Riley Mae, with me. She'll be 5 in March. She's got autism, and it's hard to get her to do some things. I love nature. Peaceful. It's quiet. It's peaceful out here. It's quiet. Natural sounds like the creek. I can hear birds chirping off in the distance. Man, it's really muddy up here though. Best place to walk. Well, ain't. I don't know. I guess right here. Step foot on this. I haven't got shoes on, so I'm trying not to fall. See here? All this mud. As long as I don't sink down to my ankles, I guess I'm okay. On this side, step over here and walk through the leaves. Let's keep walking. My shoes are really getting starting, not super muddy, but they're caking. Some mud's caking to the bottom. I should have worn my boots. All right, my friends, come along. We're fixing to go up a steep mountain. These tennis shoes, thing about shoes, they don't support your ankles near as good as the hiking boots. This is beautiful. Way that moss is all around it, and there's a big hole all the way through that huge tree. Look at there. Goes in that side and comes out on this side. It's a big tree, look here. Tall tree. I had to guess, I don't know, 90 feet, 100 feet. Clouds are moving fast, look at the sky. All right, well, hit the trail, Jack. If I'm going to get lost, I'd rather get lost in the woods than lost in the city or a town. Going up this steep mountain right here in Churchill, Tennessee. Let me show you what I'm walking up now. We've got all these rocks in the way and these tree roots. All these big rocks on the side of the road, the trail, boulders. All right, I'm on top of this steep hill I just walked up. And look over here. Now we're really high up, can you tell? Look here. 60 feet. And that's the steep hill I just walked up. I don't know if you can tell it's steep by looking on my GoPro Hero 9 Black. Man, it's steep. I'm a little bit windy, because I ain't been hiking in a while. I do a lot of walking downtown Greenville, downtown Kingsport, Tennessee. And yeah, I do a lot of walking in Greenville, Tennessee too. But when you're hiking up steep mountains, you burn a lot more energy. You use your lungs a lot, your legs more. it takes more energy, more strength to go up hills than it does on flat ground. That's why you will get a little winded. And the higher up you get, the less oxygen you have. Less oxygen. So that big tree is leaning on a small limb. Let me see. The only thing that's keeping this huge tree from falling is leaning against a small tree. So it could fall any minute. See how it's leaning? And then there's a big part of that goes up. A big part of it. That's dangerous. Somebody needs to cut that. As long as it doesn't fall while I'm walking underneath it. I'm looking for bear tracks. I don't see any so far. I've seen a couple that almost look like bears, but it wasn't. Might have been deer. I think it was deer. See this? It's leaning on a small tree. And it's still halfway in the ground, so as long as it doesn't fall. And here's another tree that's leaning. That could fall, and the only thing's holding it is another tree. Needs to stay there. Needs the roots halfway out of the ground. It needs to be cut. Alright, we're going up the mountain. I'm going to turn the camera around on me for a little while. I'm using my GoPro Hero 9 Black. 4K 60 frames. ISO set at 800. And I have 2 extra GoPro batteries. So if I get low in juice, looks like my battery's down to maybe 40% left. I will, if I get low in juice, I put in another battery. I'm getting a little bit hot with this toboggan on, but it's all good. You like my Tennessee hat? I got mad when Georgia, I'm a Georgia fan, I lived in Georgia 38.5 years. I got mad when Georgia lost to Alabama. About fell. Georgia beat every team throughout the year, regular season. They played Alabama in a bowl game and lost. Not a bowl game, but played Alabama, what was it? Playoff, I'm sorry, it was a semi-playoff game, not a bowl game. They lost, and I was mad because Georgia dominated the college football all year. They were the best team, so without a doubt. I got mad when they lost to Alabama. I went out and bought me a Tennessee skull cap. Toboggan's what I called them growing up. So now you know the rest of the story, you know, not Paul Harvey. Getting higher and higher, higher elevation. I started a channel, Big Old Hikes. It's too hard to run 2 channels. So I'm just going to put my hiking videos on my Big Old Reviews and Blogs. I don't know if posting hiking videos to Big Old Hikes would make any difference. At least I'm making a little bit of money posting the hiking videos to my regular channel. So I don't know if it'd be a good idea to start posting hiking videos to my Big Old Hikes channel. It's called Big Old Hikes on YouTube. Right now, let's look around this way. That's moss is pretty on the rocks. Can you tell we're high up? That's the way we came from. Hollow Rock was a 12 ounce Dr. Pepper. But it doesn't matter. If I need some water, I'd gladly drink water out of this. But it's best if you're going to have to drink any water out of a spring or a creek, get it up at a high elevation, because down low between two hillsides or mountainside is where a lot of debris will be, or sediment. So always get it up high. And plus that's where most animals would be drinking out of it or standing, is at a lower elevation. So up high is the place to get any water if you need it. I've been hiking a lot since 2005 when I moved to East Tennessee from Georgia. We're going down the hill now. Uh-oh. This looks like this might be challenging. We're going down to a lower elevation. Look what's ahead. It's really wide right here. So here it's wide, what, 30 feet? Coming out of the higher elevation right here, and coming down and around that little bend. And how do you cross it? Walk across that tree, maybe. Take a chance of getting my feet wet. I don't know. And the trail picks back up right there and goes up there, keeps going. All right, well, I'm going to get a little clip off my iPhone and I will proceed across this wide part of the creek. I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching, my friends. Give me a thumbs up, leave comments down below. I'll be back shortly and we'll go across this creek. I love nature. Wild, I'm a forest walker, wood walker. Let's try to cross this. It's about, I don't know, 35 feet wide. I have these tennis shoes on, so. That guy said he crossed it. This guy passed me about 30 minutes ago, him and his son. And he said they walked across this tree. But I don't really see how doing it without basically getting wet. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to cross it or not. I'm looking. Oh, I see how I might can cross it. Go right. Walk across this. Walk across that and come out on the other side. I had to change my GoPro camera battery out, so let's go back down to the tree and try to cross. A guy and his dog just crossed, and that's how I told him to cross. They was going to try to walk this way, you know, and get his feet wet. I said, no, go across this way, and it worked. So let's go down to the tree trunk here and try to cross this big tree without falling in. Come along, my friends. If I fall, oh well. Won't be the first time I've fallen. Take my time. Main thing is safety. Don't get in a hurry. Take your time. Place your feet where you think you got a good foot placement. So I'm on top of it now. Isn't this beautiful? There's nothing to hold on. It's wet and slippery, so I've got these tennis shoes on. Wish me luck, my friends. Main thing is I'm just taking my time. I lost my footing. Woo! All right, we did it, yay! Without falling in. I did it, baby. I made it. All right, let's mosey along. It's cold, about probably 28, 30 degrees, somewhere in there. So the wet, cold air killed my battery. Well, I found probably, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. But I hadn't charged that battery in a long time, probably 2 months. I haven't been using my GoPro camera. Here lately, most of what I've been using is my iPhone SE2 2nd generation and my DJI Pocket 2. Look at this rock embankment. And this is where we came across. And back over there is the big limb, big tree we crossed. Look over here. This is what I like. Now this is nice. I love this. Look how tall the mountain is. And we got this rock embankment. Look here. This is nice. See here? We want to stop a minute and get a little footage with my iPhone SE2 2nd generation 2020 model. But before I do that, I will. Here's the trail we just walked off of. Let's walk on down closer. Now let's show the bank. So here's up high kind of. Walking all through these boulders here as long as I don't get, shouldn't be no snakes out this time of year, hopefully. No timber rattlers or water moccasins. I'm stepping out here on these rocks to try to get a better shot. And I made it. Look here. As long as I don't fall in, right? Right here on the big old show. I'm holding on to a tree branch, try to help. Looks like a magnolia. A mountain laurel. I think that's a mountain laurel. This is awesome. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Absolutely mesmerizing. I love this. Nature, there's nothing like nature. All right, let me get a little footage with my iPhone and I'll be back. All right, well, we can't film everything, so let's get back on the trail. Let me adjust my hand on my 6-inch tripod. Try to get my hand comfortable. I met this beautiful dog. What's his name?
Brady.
Huh? Brady?
Brady.
Like Tom Brady?
Exactly like Tom Brady.
Brady, meet Brady. He reminds me of my dog Nellie Faye. Remember my pit bull? But he's what is it? Boxer? Mix of pit bull?
He's a pit bull beagle mix.
Okay.
Just like I say, he was a stray, so I don't.
I knew you had some kind of pit bull. And that's what people was telling me, that my dog looked like she had a little bigger beagle mix in her.
Yeah.
He's beautiful, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
How old is he, you'd say?
I'd say he's about 5 now.
5? We're right here in the Laurel Run Trail. And boy, that was beautiful, wasn't it?
It's pretty. The waterfall's a little bit bigger than it usually is because of the raised water level, but yeah, my mom, she's not a sports fan.
Yeah.
in 2017, I took him in and showed him to her. She said, well, he made a good comeback like that Tom Brady. I said, no, Mom, you're not going to name me after Tom Brady, are you? Yeah, he's Brady now. I said, okay, that's a good name for him.
Say bye, Brady. It's nice meeting you. I met that hiker and his dog. That was nice. And the dog's name is Brady. Of course, you'll see. I will probably throw the clip in, because I asked them could I film them. I don't just film most people. Now, if I'm walking like downtown Kingsport and somebody walks by, of course, you're not going to stop your camera. If you did, you'd never have any footage if people walk by. But if I'm on the trail, I try to keep the camera off other hikers. And like I asked him, I said, you mind if I get a clip of you and your dog? Because I thought he was so beautiful, and his name was Brady. And I said, that like Tom Brady? He said, yeah. So basically, he named his mom's a big sports fan of Tom Brady, so he named the dog Brady. That guy was 51 years old, and his dog's named Brady. Isn't this beautiful? Let's hike on. And now, since we've crossed over that one wide area of the creek was on the left side of the trail, remember? Now it's on the right side. This is Laurel Run Creek. We're at Laurel Run Park. This is Laurel Run Creek, and we're right here on the trail. And I think this is called Laurel Run Trail. I don't know. You get on it in the park, as you saw, and you walk. And if you keep going this way, it goes all the way to Bays Mountain over there by where I live, up on top of Bays Mountain. From what people told me, I never hiked it all the way. Of course, we can't hike all the way to Bays Mountain today. They closed at 4, so I have to get back to the parking lot to get out of here and get my car and be out by 4. Look how steep the mountain is. It goes, I don't know, 100 feet above me. 120 feet higher than I am on the trail. Let me readjust my hand here. Hold it in a better position. There we go. I see a blue blaze and a white blaze or something below it. There's some big trees along this trail. I had to take my skull cap off on the toboggan. I'm sweating. Up the hill about 40 feet, 50 feet, about 40 feet. I wouldn't say 40, that's probably 35. between 35 and 40 feet. Look at that tree holding them big rocks. Two trees. That's the way we came from. Hike on, big old hike on. This is beautiful. Look at this. A crevice in between these two big boulders. Tree growing right on top of it. I've got to get a photo of that. Be back. Here's a little cave. Look at this. Underneath this rock. Look at this. I'm not going to look in that because I don't want to get too close. Miniature cave. I'm going to have to turn around soon. It's 3 o'clock, so we'll have maybe a few more minutes and see what we can see, and I'm going to turn around. So I said it'll take me 30 minutes of walking pretty briefly, swiftly to get back to the car. Hope everybody's enjoyed this hiking video. I think there's some little falls right here. I'm going to have to turn around. I love how beautiful all these rocks look on the side of the trail. These little rock formations, natural rock formations. Right here. Here's a trail. And this is beautiful. Really is. Right, my friend. Let's go a little further when we turn around. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Falls. Yeah. Woo! Got the sun peeking out. This is the way I came from. Look at this. Do a little panoramic view. Into the wild, like Christopher McCandless. I read the book before I ever saw the film, Into the Wild, about that boy who went to Alaska and died of starvation. I read the book in 2007. Let me see, March of 2007, before I saw the movie. Into the wild! Woo! Woo! Into the wild! Woo! 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 Nature. That's what I'm talking about.